Welcome back to Geyser News. I'm Haley.
And I'm Severn.
Today we will talk about the problems students face over the affordability of a college education.
But first, here is Stella reporting live from Park High School on the solar panel project recently completed by the Green Initiative, the school's environmental club.
Take it away, Stella.
Thanks, Haley. In 2018, a Green Initiative member decided that solar energy was the way to go. With lots of planning, fundraising, and meetings, the club was successful in the installment of this 50-kilowatt system behind me, producing 2 months' worth of energy per year. This project was finally completed this past month. I sat down with Green Initiative advisor and science teacher Alicia Jungwirth to learn more.
2 years ago, a graduate of 2018 came to a couple of teachers and asked us if we could look into putting solar panels on the roof. And at first I was like, oh, absolutely not. That is way too much work. And she, in an independent study, did all of the research on her own and ended up getting our very first grant through the Department of Environmental Quality. And so that got the ball rolling on everything. We used that money to pay an engineering firm, and they came up with a target amount of money that we needed to raise. And once we had all of that, it was just applying for grant after grant, like doing different fundraising events and just kind of letting everybody in the community know what we were doing and what the money was going towards. The ways that the solar panels are benefiting the school now are, we are saving the school about $10,000 a year. That's a little bit more than what it takes to run the entire school for a whole month in the middle of winter. And so it's like alleviating some of those costs, but at the same time, it's really good for people to learn that we have these things here.
Thanks, Stella. Speaking of ways to better our future, millions of students across the country are seeking to invest in themselves through higher education.
Many students want to go to college, but not many can actually afford to go without taking out any student loans. Since 1980, the cost of college tuition has soared, increasing 1,200%, with the consumer price index for all items increasing only 236%.
Accounting for inflation, in 1991 to 92, a private nonprofit four-year college cost just under $20,000. Now it has doubled.
Even with financial aid and scholarships, students are still concerned about how their inevitable student debt will impact their futures. The average time it takes to pay off student loans is 21.1 years, and the national student debt is $1.7 trillion.
There's more than just one option for students seeking higher education. Alternatives to a four-year college include trade schools, community colleges, and apprenticeships.
These options provide students with the education to get well-paying jobs with less student debt.
Less student debt? Wouldn't that be nice?
Sure would, Severn. That's all for tonight. Signing off for Geyser News, I'm Haley.
And I'm Severn.
Have a nice night.